The unbreakable bond between King Frederik and Queen Mary that survived scandal and duty. Welcome to B News. In the world of royalty, where tradition reigns and every move is scrutinized, few stories shine brighter than that of King Frederik and Queen Mary of Denmark. Their journey from a chance encounter at an Olympic pub to the throne of one of the world's oldest monarchies has captured hearts globally. But beyond the glamorous headlines and fairy tale romance lies a deeper story, one of resilience, unshakable love, and the extraordinary ability to withstand the pressures of duty, the tabloid glare, and even public controversy. This is not merely a royal love story, it's a testament to commitment in its most human form. In an age where monarchy is often seen as antiquated, the unbreakable bond between Frederik and Mary offers a modern tale of love tested and love enduring. Their relationship began far from the gilded halls of Copenhagen. In 2000, while Sydney was alive with Olympic energy, Crown Prince Frederik of Denmark stepped into a local pub and unknowingly into his future. There, he met Mary Donaldson, a down-to-earth Australian marketing executive. She had no titles, no lineage of nobility, just sincerity, confidence, and the kind of grounded personality that Frederik had longed for. Their meeting wasn't orchestrated by royal aides or influenced by political alliances. It was organic. Their conversation flowed with ease, and a seed of love was planted that night. For a prince raised within centuries-old tradition, it was a leap into the unknown. And yet, he knew. Mary was different. As their love story unfolded, it faced the unique challenge of existing in two worlds, the royal sphere and the real one. Long-distance love is difficult for anyone, but even more so when one partner carries the weight of centuries of royal expectation. Despite this, Frederik pursued the relationship with devotion, visiting Australia under the radar, engaging in late-night calls, and maintaining their bond quietly. Mary, too, was committed. She began studying Danish, learned about the culture, and even took etiquette training. These weren't mere formalities, they were signs of dedication to both Frederik and the new life she was building beside him. The Danish media and royal observers were initially cautious. Here was an heir to the throne falling for someone outside of European aristocracy, a commoner with no ties to nobility. But what Frederik and Mary had was something stronger than pedigree, it was authenticity. Gradually, the Danish public warmed to Mary. Her earnestness, grace, and effort to integrate didn't go unnoticed. When their engagement was announced in 2003, Denmark celebrated, not just because their prince had found love, but because Mary had proven she belonged not by bloodline, but by heart. Their wedding in 2004 was a global spectacle, held in the grandeur of Copenhagen Cathedral. As Mary walked down the aisle, tears filled Frederik's eyes. Cameras captured a moment that transcended royalty, it was simply human. In a world accustomed to stoicism for monarchs, that emotional vulnerability struck a chord. But what many didn't see was the deep, private bond the couple had forged through countless trials leading up to that day. Theirs wasn't just love at first sight, it was love that had matured, endured, and grown. Married life brought with it a new set of pressures. As crown princess, Mary embraced her duties with elegance, throwing herself into philanthropic work and public service. She launched initiatives for women's health, anti-bullying campaigns, and founded the Mary Foundation. Her role wasn't symbolic, it was substantial. And Frederik, now confident in his partner's ability to carry the mantle of royalty, stood firmly beside her. They became a team in the truest sense, supporting each other through state visits, political diplomacy, and parenting 4 children. However, like any real couple, their journey wasn't without challenges. Over the years, they've weathered whispers of scandal and rumors, some targeting Frederik's personal behavior during international trips, others questioning their marital happiness. But each time, instead of crumbling under the spotlight, they emerged more united. Their public appearances were not overly choreographed but genuinely affectionate. Whether attending a gala or walking with their children on the streets of Copenhagen, the bond between them appeared undeniable. One of the most talked about moments that tested their bond came during Frederik's overseas travels when the press speculated about his closeness with women other than Mary. Though nothing was ever confirmed, and no evidence emerged of wrongdoing, the speculation was relentless. The tabloids painted a picture of royal tension. But Mary remained poised, never addressing the rumors publicly. Instead, she showed strength through grace. Her silence spoke louder than any denial, communicating trust, resilience, and a refusal to dignify speculation. Frederik, for his part, reaffirmed his commitment by continuing to highlight Mary's importance in his life and work. These challenges didn't fracture their relationship, they fortified it. Insiders noted that even during the height of public scrutiny, the couple remained tightly connected behind palace doors. They reportedly took time away together, prioritized family moments, and engaged in deep discussions about their future. Where many couples would have stumbled, Frederik and Mary chose to stand taller. Their unity became their defense. Their mutual respect, a shield. Another dimension of their strength comes from their parenting. As the parents of 4 young royals, Christian, Isabella, Vincent, and Josephine, they've remained committed to raising their children with a mix of royal tradition and everyday normalcy. The couple has often spoken about wanting their children to be grounded, instilling values of service, humility, and empathy. It's through this shared mission that their bond continues to grow, finding new meaning not just as king and queen, but as partners and parents. The ultimate test of their relationship arrived in 2024, when Queen Margrethe II abdicated after more than 5 decades on the throne. Frederik ascended as King Frederik X, and Mary was crowned Queen of Denmark. The transition wasn't just historical, it was personal. Together, they now represent the face of a modern monarchy, one shaped not by rigid tradition, but by evolution. Mary, once a Tasmanian girl with dreams of marketing success, now stood shoulder to shoulder with her husband, not in his shadow but in the light of shared leadership. Queen Mary has since emerged as a symbol of modern grace and quiet power. Her speeches carry weight. Her causes are real. And her influence within the monarchy is tangible. Through her journey, we see not only the transformation of a woman but also the evolution of an institution. And none of it would have been possible without the trust and space provided by King Frederik, a man who broke royal precedent not for defiance, but for love. Their public roles now demand more than ever, but the foundation of their relationship has only solidified. They attend international summits, host dignitaries, and represent Denmark on the world stage, not as a distant royal couple, but as partners with a shared vision. Their chemistry, even after 2 decades, remains evident. At events, they exchange knowing glances, warm smiles, and subtle touches that reveal a connection rooted in something far deeper than duty. What sets Frederik and Mary apart is not perfection, but perseverance. They've faced cultural differences, public scrutiny, and personal demands, yet their relationship remains unshaken. It's the kind of love story that feels both rare and refreshingly real, a reminder that commitment, effort, and mutual respect still matter in a world too often focused on appearances. Their journey isn't just inspiring for royal watchers, it's a blueprint for modern partnerships. It shows us that love, when nurtured with patience, understanding, and resilience, can withstand even the harshest tests. And in an era where fairy tales often end at the wedding, Frederik and Mary show us what happens after: the hard work, the forgiveness, the laughter, and the loyalty. From a crowded pub in Sydney to the royal palace in Copenhagen, theirs is a story that reminds us of the unpredictable beauty of fate and the enduring strength of love. So what do you think? Is the strength of a royal couple measured by appearances, or by the quiet resilience they show behind the scenes? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.